Knee pain doesn't start suddenly. It builds up slowly because people spend years abusing their joints without even realizing it. They sit for long hours, move with terrible posture, walk with their knees collapsing inward, and keep their leg muscles so weak that the entire load falls directly on the knee joint. Then one day they wake up, try to stand, and feel that sharp, unpleasant pain in the knee. Instead of fixing the cause, they blame age, blame weather, or blame bad luck. The truth is simple. The pain is not random. It's the direct result of your daily habits, your weak muscles, and your bad movement patterns. And if you don't fix these issues right now, your knees will get worse, not better. People see knee pain as something normal, but that's just denial. Pain is a warning sign. Your body is literally telling you that something is wrong and needs to be fixed immediately. Every crack, every stiffness, every small discomfort is your knee reminding you that the support system around it, the quadriceps, glutes, calves, hamstrings, has become weak, tight, or imbalanced. When those supporting muscles fail, the knee has no choice but to absorb all the pressure. That's why daily activities like climbing stairs, standing from a chair, or walking for 15 minutes start to feel harder. The knee is working overtime because the muscles around it aren't doing their job. Let's get brutally honest. The knee joint is innocent. It's not the real problem. The real issue is your weak quadriceps that don't activate when they should, your tight calves pulling the joint into the wrong position, and your weak glutes failing to control the alignment of your legs. When these muscles are weak, the knee collapses inward every time you walk or bend. That inward collapse slowly grinds the cartilage. People don't feel this grinding early because cartilage has no nerves. By the time they feel pain, the damage is already advanced. That's why waiting makes everything worse. You can't afford to wait. There's one extremely effective movement that physiotherapists use as the first step for anyone suffering knee pain, instability, or early arthritis. People ignore it because it looks too easy, but that's exactly why it works. It targets the deepest problem, the inability of the quadriceps to fire properly. Sit with one leg straight. Tighten your thigh muscle as hard as possible. Lift your leg 10 to 12 inches off the floor. Hold for 3 seconds, then slowly lower. Do 15 to 20 reps per leg. Do 2 or 3 sets. This movement forces your quads to switch on. And once they activate, they immediately reduce pressure on your knee. You feel the difference in minutes because the joint is no longer absorbing all the weight. But leg strength isn't just about the front muscles. Your glutes, the strongest muscles in your body, control your hip position, which decides how your knee moves with every step. Weak glutes allow your knees to collapse inward. This is one of the biggest reasons for long-term knee destruction. To fix this, lie down on your back with knees bent. Lift your hips upward and squeeze your glutes at the top. Hold 4 seconds and lower slowly. Do 15 to 20 reps. This simple movement restores proper leg alignment by teaching your glutes to stabilize your hip. Once they start working, your knees stop collapsing inward. You walk better, stand better, and you instantly reduce unnecessary pressure from the joint. However, there is one extremely destructive mistake that almost everyone makes, moving with their knees pointing inward instead of aligning them with their toes. This mistake destroys healthy knees. Whether you're walking, sitting, squatting, or standing, your knees should travel in the same direction as your toes. When they collapse inward, the force goes directly to the cartilage, slowly tearing it down. You don't feel it early because the damage is microscopic, but over the years it becomes severe. This is the main reason people in their 30s and 40s start developing knee arthritis despite being perfectly healthy otherwise. Fixing this mistake alone can drastically reduce pain. You don't need a fancy gym routine. You don't need heavy weights. You don't need complicated workouts. A simple 5-minute daily routine can change everything. Start with 2 sets of quad activation. Then do 2 sets of glute bridges. Stretch your calves for 30 seconds per leg because tight calves ruin your walking mechanics. Finish with 10 slow, controlled sit-to-stand repetitions. While standing up, make sure your knees stay aligned with your toes. Do these movements slowly, with control, and with full awareness of your alignment. This small routine builds the foundation your knees need to function properly. This method works for teenagers, adults, older adults, office workers, overweight individuals, beginners in the gym, and even people who do physical labor. Knee pain doesn't care about age. It only cares about muscle balance. When your muscles are balanced, your knee stays protected. When they are weak and tight, your knee suffers. That's why even people in their early 20s complain about knee pain, because they spend hours sitting, never strengthen their legs, and walk with terrible posture. Let's keep it realistic and straightforward. If your knee suddenly locks, if it gives out, if the swelling keeps coming back, or if the pain feels like a stabbing knife inside the joint, that could be a serious injury like a torn ligament or damaged meniscus. That needs medical attention. But for the majority of people watching this, the problem is not a severe injury. It's weakness, it's stiffness, it's bad alignment. And those issues are fully fixable with this routine. Your knees carry your entire body weight every single day. Imagine how much pressure they handle when you go upstairs or pick something up. If you don't strengthen the muscles that support them, the joint wears down faster. Knee surgery is extremely expensive, extremely painful, and extremely avoidable. You don't want to reach that point. You don't want to depend on painkillers. You don't want to lose your freedom to move. So start fixing the real problem today. Do the quad activation. Strengthen your glutes. Stretch your calves. Correct the inward knee collapse. Follow the 5-minute routine. Your knees won't magically get better on their own, you have to make them better. The earlier you start, the more damage you prevent. Don't wait for the pain to become severe. Save your knees before it's too late. And if this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who keeps complaining about knee pain but never takes action.